If you are in a group and you are leading the group as a manager, the finance is called as the lifeblood of resources. Management use physical, human, and financial resource in such a manner authority flows from top to bottom. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidyashram First Rate College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to the next session, and in this session we're gonna explain more about what are the objectives of management. Now, objectives of management, what exactly it is. We have studied the objectives of business, that is, you need to survive, you need to have a growth, and then you need to expand. The same way, you have the different objectives of management. You have studied the nature and characteristics of management, functions of management, and you have also studied the scope of management. But here in the objective, you will understand that why management is very important, what are the ways of getting the things done through others. So the first objective of management is getting maximum result with minimum effort. Now you need to understand. See, whenever we get the management, that is getting things done through others, we always tend to one particular thing, that is maximum results with minimum effort. That means smart way of learning as well as smart way of getting the work done. Increasing the efficiency. Whenever management is being studied, you are supposed to always remember there are two words or terminology, that is effectiveness and efficiency. Now, efficiency of factors of production, that is what it is. Next is maximum prosperity for employer and employees. Now understand, employer and employees. Now there is a relation between the employer and employee. Whenever we go with employer and employee, you will understand that when employer, we take it as an example, he should always see to that the employees are good, because when employees are good, the employees will go with more productivity. When they go with more productivity, employer is happy. So there is what? Prosperity between employer and employee. So that relation should be maintained. Next is human betterment and social justice. That means your standard of living will definitely increase, and it helps in achieving group goals. Management is always done in group. That's why we always say it is always goal oriented. So here it helps in achieving group goals. So these are the objectives. The remaining objectives are like this: optimum utilization of resources. I always term this as OUR, that is our point, right? So optimum utilization of resources. Then we have reduces cost. Management always reduces cost. There is no overlapping of work, there is no wastage of material. That's why it is always what? It reduces the cost. Establishes sound organization. The minute you hear about any big MNC company or organization firm, that means what? It is only because of a very strong management they are able to withstand the other competition, the odds, the uncertainty, the risk which is there in the micro environment. Establishes equilibrium. Yes, you should always maintain equilibrium. If you don't maintain equilibrium and you have a volatile kind of a system, then what happens is there is no stability. That's why you are supposed to have equilibrium. And the last one is essential for prosperity of society. See, everybody cannot be like hooligans. You need to always manage yourself. You need to have the standard of living. You need to have the common sense, and you need to actually prosper in your life, as well as you need to make the society also prosper in their situation. So these are the objectives. Let's check one by one what exactly these objectives are. The first one is getting maximum results with the minimum efforts. Management is basically concerned with thinking. So understand, it's all about what do you think, how you think, and what made you to think these things. Now, what exactly happens here is, whenever you go for any of the job recruitment or any of the job seeking things, what really happens is, what can you give it to the company? It is more than what the company can give it to you. So understand here, you should be very smart and you need to utilize all the resources properly. That is what your key point should be. So maximum result when you can give, only when you have the potentiality to reach that pinnacle of excelling the work. So management is basically concerned with thinking and utilizing human, material and financial resources in such a manner that would result in best combination. This combination result in reduction of various costs. That means optimum utilization of human, optimum utilization of material, and optimum utilization of financial resources. When you go for it, you'll be a smart worker, and maximum results you can get with a minimal cost or minimal effort. So this is what the thing is. Next we have is increasing the efficiency of factors of production. Through proper utilization of various factors of production, their efficiency can be increased to a great extent, which can be obtained by reducing spoilage. You should always reduce spoilage, wastage, breakage of all kind. This in turn leads to saving of time. See, whenever you go with any of the management and you are doing the same mistake and you are misusing the resources or wasting the resources, what happens is time is consumed plus money is also incurred. So what happens is it's a total wastage. So you should always have what? Increasing the efficiency of factors of production and effort and money, which is essential for the growth and prosperity of the enterprises. So you should always look for a better opportunity and to always seek the opportunity to excel in the work which you do. Next we have is maximum prosperity for employer and employee. There should always be a healthy relationship between employer and employee. Employee should do what all the work is given by the employer, plus the employer need to give all the facilities to the employee which the employee deserves. That is a basic facility to the specialized kind of a specialty which the employer need to give it to the employee. In return, what happens is the employee will get the work done. So this is what the prosperity, if you maintain, then definitely the company will grow. That is, management ensures smooth and coordinated functioning of their enterprises. This in turn helps in providing maximum benefit to the employee in the shape of good working condition, suitable wage system, incentive plan. On the other hand, what happens is and higher profit to the employer on the other hand. That is what it happens. You satisfy the employees will satisfy you. That is how the wheel of success actually goes. Next we have is human betterment and social justice. Here what happens is management serves as a tool for the upliftment as well as betterment of the society through increased productivity and employment. See, when new business organization, business firms are being established, what happens is the unemployment will actually be reduced and employment is more. Through proper management, what happens is you can make the standard of living of those people higher. And management ensures better standards of living for the society. It provides justice through its uniform policy. So here there should not be any kind of injustice. You should not have a discrimination between gender, religion, community, or any kind of a thing. You should always maintain that equilibrium and then you are supposed to go for it. The next one is it helps in achieving group goals. Management is always group activity, so you are supposed to know that. Here what happens is once or twice you need to understand that the management, whenever it goes with any kind of a thing, if you are in a group and you are leading the group as a manager, You should always take your entire group together and then you are supposed to accomplish the job. It's always we need to go with this. It's not about me, it is all about we. If you go with this concept, only then you can achieve the goal. And as a manager, it's a responsibility of all the managers to achieve the goal, and that too with the group. So it arranges the factors of production, assembles and organize the resources. It integrates the resources in effective manner to achieve goals. It directs group effort towards achievement of predetermined goal. What is this predetermined goal? Predetermined goal is already you have planned for it. By defining objective of organization clearly, there would be no wastage of time, money and effort. That's why, see, management always reduce time, management reduce cost. In the same way, management go with maximum result and minimum effort. So all these things will be achieved in a group only when you convert that me into we. So these are the things which you people need to know. And following that, we have a optimum utilization of resources. So management efforts are optimally, they need to use the resources. Firstly, we always go with one thing. We have three physical resources, manpower, and we have financial power. So in the management, we are supposed to always combine these three things, organize it well, so that the organization goal should be achieved very smoothly and very fast. So management utilizes all the physical human resource productively. This lead to efficacy in management. That is what it is. Management provides a maximum utilization of scarce resources by selecting its best possible alternate use in industry from out of various uses. It makes use of experts, professional, and these services lead to use of their skills, knowledge, and proper utilization and avoid wastage. You should always have a professional thinking. Management is all about this. Management as an art, science, and profession. You are supposed to optimally use all the resources. The finance is called as the lifeblood of resources. If you waste finance, what happens is you cannot get it back very easily. So you need to plan properly, organize it. You need to go for a proper control and directing the people so that they can work efficiently. Next, we have management reduces cost. Yes, it get maximum result through minimum input by proper planning, and by using minimum input and getting maximum output, management use physical, human and financial resource in such a manner which result in best combination. This helps in cost reduction. Yes, the more and more you are doing the same thing, right, you get specialized. That is what Henry Fayol also said while he was explaining division of work, right? So if you have proper management, what happens is you will use all the resources properly. When you use all the resource properly, what happens is you will actually get maximum result through minimum input. By proper planning and by using minimum input and getting maximum output, management use physical, human and financial resources in such a manner which results in best combination. This helps in the cost reduction. So you should always go for cost reduction. Next you have is establishes sound organization. No overlapping of effort. So you should always go with this. Smooth and coordinated function will be achieved. To establish sound organization structure is one of the objective of management, which is in turn with the objective of organization and fulfillment of this, it establishes effective authority and responsibility relationship. So always when you talk about this management, you will get to know that authority and responsibility are the two factors which always establishes the sound organization. Here I'll just tell you the three tier of top level, middle level and supervisory level, where authority and responsibility will be there. Now you have something called top level, then middle level and supervisory level. So try to understand these things. Authority flows from top to bottom. This is what authority flows from top to bottom. Authority. And when it comes to responsibility, now supervisor level will have a responsibility over middle level. Middle level will have a responsibility over top level. But when it comes to authority, what it is, a strong authority and responsibility if you have, then what happens is you can establish a sound organization. So it is military concept. Management is always what? It's always from, we have taken from military, and it's a military concept where authority and responsibility are very, very needed. The next one is establishes equilibrium. I told you, you should always have an equilibrium. Now, it enables the organization to survive in changing environment. That is what it is. The entire business is volatile. You need to actually look into it in a proper sense, saying that whether it is a risk or uncertainty, you need to maintain the business. Now, we have this pandemic, isn't it? So how many business they are in a mumbo jumbo? That means how many are there in a difficulty? You need to understand. Proper management will make sure that company will again withstand and then go for it. It keeps in touch with changing environment. With the change is external environment. The initial coordination of organization must be changed. So it adapts organization to changing demand of market, changing need of society. It is the responsible of growth, survival of the organization. That means, what is the business objective? The business objective is to survive, growth, and expansion. So here, if you have a strong management, you can achieve the business objective also. That means here, try to understand. I'll give an example of Infosys. Now, in the month of March and April, the Infosys shares was 500 rupees to 600 rupees. Now, the shares which was supposed to be 1000, now it came for 500 rupees. Now, understand what really happened was there was uncertainty in the external market. There was uncertainty in the external environment. But because of strong management, now in the month of November, December and January, you can actually check. I'll just tell you, in the month of December, they are now in 1150 rupees per share. That means what? Doubled. The reason is what? Because of a establishes equilibrium. That means there is an equilibrium in the management of Infosys. And the lastly we have is essentials for prosperity of society. Why society? Please understand, standard of living and all. Efficient management leads to better economic production. So when there is economic production, definitely there is a stability, which helps in turn to increase the welfare of people. Standard of living is what they are talking right now. Good management makes a difficult task easier by avoiding wastage of scarce resources. It improves standard of living. That is why you are supposed to have management. So management will definitely help the society at large. It will help the employees as well as it will help the employer. That's why management is pervasive. Management has a character of being flexible, and here what happens is it should always withstand uncertainty and risk. These are the things which you people should know. So if you have any doubts regarding this session, you can actually call us, messages. We are always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.